quite like all the sort of Batman films and stuff, so even though it's probably not the last film I've seen, that's probably like a film I've seen before, but I think the last film I probably was The Dark Knight. It probably changes, to be honest, because I never went in goals till I was 13, 14, so I was a striker, which everyone laughs at me at, but I've actually got proof that I've scored 100 goals, over 100 goals one season when I was about 13, but I ended up going through a growth spurt, so I tell everyone, and I ended up losing all my pace. It was Alan Shearer when I was growing up. My dad actually bought me a Newcastle strip, so I'd have to say Alan Shearer, but as a probably keeper nowadays, I would probably say Buffon, to be honest. Probably the instant at East Fife, to be honest. I don't think many people know, but Billy Brown got appointed as manager. And to be honest, an eye-opener as soon as he came through the door, to be honest. But he came in when we was second bottom of the league, I think. We were playing, I think it was like Arbroath or something in the league, and we done really well first half, but I think we conceded sort of 2 late goals. We've come in at half-time like this, oh no, what's he gonna say now? Because every half-time used to just go through us. So it's like 10 minutes gone and we're like, where's the gaffer? It's 5 minutes to go before we go about half-time. Like, what's happening here? So next thing I know, one of the boys opened the door and you could just hear the gaffer on the microphone. He was like, who's he speaking to? So one of the boys went outside and he was actually screaming at the fans, telling the fans to get behind us. So he was like, what's going on? So he was like, the boys are struggling, you need to get behind the team, we've not won in this and we've not done that. So then all the boys, we was all like, we couldn't stop laughing in the change room, even though we shouldn't have been laughing. But then the best thing was then we tuned into Sky Sports on the Monday morning, didn't think anything of it, and one of the boys put in the chat, have you seen Sky Sports News? We was like, nah, what's he talking about? When then Billy Brown was doing a full-on interview about the game on the Saturday, telling about where's he been, he's been to places, he's done this, he's done that. So we was all texting each other, couldn't stop laughing. Probably people don't know I played up front. Like I said, I probably didn't start in goals till I was 14. I actually played a county game when I was a striker, but I was actually meant to play in goals that day, but we didn't have enough outfield players, so I ended up playing up top. There was an actual Cardiff scout there that game, and he actually picked me up to play up, like go in for a trial as a striker. It wasn't until I went back and actually told him that I was a goalkeeper. He had to go and change his mind then. And lucky enough then he gave me an actual chance to go in goals, and that's how my sort of career in goals started. Probably Billy Brown was a bad one. I think he was one that always kicked things, throw things about the place, chuck the board everywhere. The gaffer could lose it, but he loses it in a sort of, I won't say a good way, but he's constructive when he loses it. Doesn't just shout and ball for the sake of it. So I think there's 2 sort of ways of losing the heads, and probably gaffer's more that way, to be honest. I was last year, but I used to hate it, to be honest, because I used to concentrate more on the tunes than actually getting ready for the game. I think Rab now has took control the last couple of weeks. I think the boys, even though he's not in the change room, he leaves his phone in there. That's how much the boys love his music. So I would say Rab.
Who's never going to be in the tunes?
Danny Hanlon. He just loves all these sing-alongs, these 1980s songs. Loves the karaoke. There's no chance one of them are coming on before the game. I think Rab's got a bit about him. Boozy's got a bit about him. To be honest, I've not spent that much time on the training pitch this year, so I wouldn't be able to tell you, to be honest. It was Ibiza before I went to Vegas this year. I went to Vegas in the summer with one of my mates, and that's one of the best places on earth. Honestly, it was absolutely incredible. It was 24/7, it's actual non-stop, I couldn't believe it, to be honest. They actually put aircon in the rooms, so you're wide awake all the time, so you go to bed at 7 o'clock and you wake up at 9 o'clock, so you have 2 hours sleep and then ready to go again.
There's no sunbeds or nothing, man?
No, I don't need a sunbed over there, to be honest. My sort of season ticket ran out with it in the summer, so I need to go somewhere. It's got to be Liam. I think Liam's had a lot of pelters over the last... He's just so clement. He's got no common sense. Like, it's just some of the things he comes out with, and if I had to be on a quiz with one guy, he's one guy that I wouldn't want to be with, to be honest. He's got no clue. He's got no clue. I can't stick up for him. I love him the best, but I can't stick up for him with that one. I started taping my wrist the same way and the sort of same hand first. I don't know if, and a chewing gum, sorry. I had one game where I put a chewing gum in my mouth, and from that time then, every game I have a chewing gum before I played, and while I was playing, so Dino would have to run to the change room to get chewing gums if I've got one, so he would play on my mind, so I'd probably say that one. Conrad's the worst, even though we see him Tuesday or Thursday. I honestly feel like he gets dressed in the dark sometimes. Absolutely incredible. I think he must have chucked it when he had a son. I think when he turned a father, I think some people just go the other way and just don't care how they look anymore. But I've got to give a special mention to Blair as well. Probably our last night out in Edinburgh. He come out with these sort of £350 pair of shoes on. And then he had this like £10 top on. It was like something I was supposed to direct. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. It was like an Under Armour. I thought Kat gave it to him after the game, to be honest. And even like had a captain's armband on it. So sorry, Blair, special mention to you, mate, but that was a bad one. probably have to say Tomo. Kano's a quiet one that no one's probably mentioned, but he's one that loves the tackle. I'd probably say Blackie as well. I think a lot of people have not said Blackie, but last year Blackie was a pit bull, but that's probably because he was a touch tackle last year, so he was just chasing after his touch, so I'd probably have to say Blackie as well. When I was playing last year, I would have to say Hendo. Me and Hendo had a lot of arguments last year. Like I said, going back to the common sense stuff, he would shout things, I would shout things back at him, and it was just like talking to a wall, to be honest. But I think in training, I think Shep's probably the moniest, to be honest. I think, especially when young boys come over, he hates it when young boys come over. I actually feel so sorry for him. It's like the first time they're training with the first team and he's just at him 24/7. Poor guys have not been back. I think that's why they all left in the summer. I'd have to say Lady, because I love football stories. I absolutely love listening to football stories. I think probably same as Josh. When Josh was here as well, he had a few stories about being full-time at different teams and stuff. So yeah, I'd probably have to say Lady for his football stories. Apart from finding myself in Shanghai or George Street, no, I'm only joking. Probably just watch Netflix, to be honest. I play on the PlayStation, play a lot of FIFA and Call of Duty and stuff. So yeah, probably that. Hendo, every day of the week. Can't believe people are not saying Hendo's the best dancer in here. He's absolutely brilliant. Oh, he's an incredible dancer. I think it was Ain't No Sunshine, but I was absolutely bricking myself. I think it was Cado actually at the time. He was just on me all the time. I think we was up in Elgin or something like that, so we had 3 hours of just him absolutely, you need to sing, you need to sing, you need to sing. And he absolutely loves it. He could have been on the X Factor, I think, but I was absolutely shocking. I think I folded after about 2 minutes, to be honest.